Main straight and get underway with the first heat of the national title for 2018 and 19. Bo Riley from Collie in Western Australia. On his outside, Ray Usher from Victoria. Green flag held aloft. Heat number 1 of the national title is all go. The Victorian champion Bo Riley gets a good start up into turn number 1. Ray Usher in second place. The national champion got spat out and has gone back to third last in Trevor Mills. In fact, Trevor Mills is dead last as they move out of turn number 2. Something has gone wrong with the Mills car and he may not even see the first lap out, so a big story early on. It's Bo Riley out in front from Ray Usher, Keel Rosevear, then Neil Caldulis in 4th place. Back in 5th place at 35 is Stephen Aldridge as they move out of turn number 2, then back to Wayne Burke, further back then to Gemma Laidlaw, then we've got Jaden Edwards from South Australia, then we've got the 33 car, Stephen Laidlaw, and the last car running is 12 of Rod Massara. So you got the West Australians at the bookends. Rod Massara's in all sorts of trouble as well, as a flat right rear by the looks of it, and he's out of the race as well. A great old battle for the minor placings, but it's Bo Riley by a country mile as they come into the main straight. Ray Usher in 2nd place. Back in 3rd place is Keel Rosevear, then Wayne Burke, Gemma Laidlaw. Then we've got Aldridge next, and Neil Caldulis gave him a bit of a hip and shoulder. Right there also is Jaden Edwards, and back then to Stephen Laidlaw. So 2 of the big names, Trevor Mills and Rod Massara, find themselves on the infield as Bo Riley careers away with this one. 4 down and 8 to go. Ray Usher in 2nd place, back to Keel Rosevear. Then back in 4th place would be the 27 of Wayne Burke. Got trouble further back in the field. Jaden Edwards has spun. The yellow lights have come on, and we've got ourselves a stoppage in heat number 1. 4 laps down and 8 to go. So some drama with 2 of the big names on the infield. Not a good start. It has been a good start for Bo Riley. 8 laps to go. We're back underway. Down the main straight they come, and it's Bo Riley out in front from Ray Usher, Keel Rosevear. Back in 4th place at 27 of Wayne Burke, Gemma Laidlaw. Neil Caldulis is next, then the 35 of Stephen Aldridge, Stephen Laidlaw, and Jaden Edwards is at the tail. Out of turn 4 they come into the main straight. Bo Riley leads them. Back in 2nd place, Ray Usher. Now the pressure's coming on to Keel Rosevear. Underneath the Rosevear comes Wayne Burke. Gemma Laidlaw is there in 5th place along with Caldulis. Stephen Laidlaw splits between Aldridge and Jaden Edwards. We come to the halfway mark in heat number 1 of the national title, and Bo Riley has a handy lead. Ray Usher in 2nd place, then Wayne Burke, then Keel Rosevear. 5th place is Gemma Laidlaw, then back then to Neil Caldulis. Aldridge has hit the fence. Something's gone wrong with the 35. Steering's gone on the 35 car straight into the wall up there in turn number 2, and we've got another stoppage. The national junior title will be held next year. Here we go. 6 down, 6 to go. Ray Usher in 2nd place, Wayne Burke 3rd. Green lights come back on, so they get to the start zone. Back then to Keel Rosevear. So we're back underway. Ray Usher hasn't allowed Bo Riley to get away on this occasion. Back then to Wayne Burke in 3rd. Rosevear, Gemma Laidlaw, Neil Caldulis. Then back to Stephen Laidlaw, and the last car running is Jaden Edwards. They come out of turn 4. 1 down and 5 to go on this restart, so we've done 7. Bo Riley out in front at the moment. 2nd place, Ray Usher. He's under pressure now from Wayne Burke. Oh, Keel Rosevear spins while in 4th place. Does a 360 and keeps the car mobile. So the race continues. Caldulis spins up there in turn number 3. Neil Caldulis spins. The yellows come on again. And this one taking an age to get through. We've done 8. Thanks, Andrew, as we get ourselves back underway. There'll be 5 laps to go. Bo Riley looks quick. He is quick, and he's back underway as the green lights come on. Ray Usher in 2nd place, Wayne Burke 3rd, Gemma Laidlaw, and then Stephen Laidlaw. Now Stephen Laidlaw started at the back of this field, and with some dropouts he finds himself in 5th place, which is a good result. Back then to Jaden Edwards, Keel Rosevear, and at the tail of the field is Neil Caldulis. They come out of turn 4. There'll be 4 laps to go. It's disappeared off the scoreboard, but there's 4 laps remaining for Bo Riley. 2nd place is that of Ray Usher, Wayne Burke in 3rd, then the 2 Laidlaws, Gemma and Steve, Jaden Edwards is next, then Keel Rosevere and Neil Caldulis into the main straight. 3 to go in heat number 1. Still Bo Riley leads. He's led from the get-go. Second place is Ray Usher. Back in third place, Wayne Burke. Behind them still Laidlaw and Laidlaw. It's Gemma and Steve. Gemma gets slightly sideways. Steve thought about going underneath. And on the outside comes Jaden Edwards. Back then to Neil Caldulis. And at the tail of the field is Keel Rosevere. We've got 2 laps to go in heat number 1. 10 down and 2 to go. Back straight we run. It's Bo Riley from Collie in Western Australia who leads. He'll come up to greet the white flag this time around in heat 1. Back then to Ray Usher in second place. Third place is that of Wayne Burke. Fourth is Gemma Laidlaw, Steve Laidlaw. Back then to Jaden Edwards, Neil Caldulis, and then the 79 car rounds out the field of Keel Rosevere. But he's led right from the very get-go. Comes out of 3 and 4. Put your hands together for the Victorian champion from Western Australia, Bo Riley, first across the line. Second will go to Ray Usher, just ahead of Wayne Burke. Fourth place, Gemma Laidlaw, Steve Laidlaw. Then Jaden Edwards is next. 17, Neil Caldulis, and 79 of Keel Rosevere. No time for the race due to the stoppage. 1.671 was the winning margin. The quick lap was an 18.738 by Wayne Burke, but it's Bo Riley first, Ray Usher second, and Wayne Burke third in heat number 1.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, your Heat 1 winner there for the Grand Central Hotel and Team 10, Storm and Norman. It's Bo Riley from Western Australia. Bo, Victoria 1, Heat 1, Position 1. You'd be starting to like Victoria.
Love Victoria, mate. We've had a ball over here, so love the tracks, nice short little tracks. This one's going to go slick today, just how we like it, so yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Mate, it must have been a bit of shock now you're looking to see Mills and also Massara parked up in the middle.
Yeah, definitely bad luck for them, but maybe a bit of luck for everyone else because they're both bloody good.
All right, best of luck, mate. All the best.
Thanks, mate. Good on you. Thanks, Steph.
Conda and McAllister, McDermott and Arnell, row 2. It's not a very good start. Arnell didn't go on the second row, and we've got a car around. That's Stephen Brencher in car number 28. Surely a yellow light will come on. It does. Green flag held aloft downstairs. Back underway. McAllister takes the lead down into turn number 1. McDiarmid goes for the extreme outside. They're 4 wide further back. Joel Berkeley was the widest of those. So head down. Oh, McDiarmid has spun. This could be trouble. They've kept on going. Some of them aren't even on the racetrack. McAllister, Conda. Brencher spun again. Oh, no, sorry, it's Arnell. It's spun down there. He keeps the car going. The race continued. And out in front, it's Craig McAllister. Back in second place, it's Condor. Back in third place, the second of the McAllisters, Damien. Then we got Stephen Brencher, Joel Berkeley. McDiarmid in sixth place, so move down the main straight, then Donald Irving. Further back then to Angry Anderson, the 47 car of Robert Aldridge, Tim Morn, and the 8 of Ryan Arnell is going to get lapped as the race leader coming up on him already. Into the main straight, Craig McAllister out in front. Damien McAllister second, Condor, Berkeley. Back then to Brencher, McDiarmid. Donald Irving is next. Further back after that is Rodney Anderson. Then the 47 of Robert Aldridge, and the last car running in the main group is Tim Morn. Joel Berkeley makes up another spot. Craig McAllister is still out in front. Back then to Damien McAllister in second place. Berkeley in third. Mechanical defect flag has been given to Tim Morn. That's the end of his race. So that's rather severe. There's only a little bit of smoke coming out. We've seen much worse. Yellow lights have come on. And I'm not sure why we've got yellows on, but we do. So the yellow lights have come on for What, I'm not sure. Back underway. It's Craig McAllister from Damien McAllister and Joel Berkeley. Condor is next. Brencher. Joel Berkeley going for the outside move coming out of turn number 2. Rodney Anderson doing likewise around the outside of Donald Irving. So side by side down into turn 3. Craig McAllister in front, Damien McAllister and Joel Berkeley up on the outside. Down into turn number 1, still side by side, door handle to door handle. Damien McAllister and Joel Berkeley. Back then to Brencher in 4th place, almost 3 wide further back. Donald Irving sneaks up the inside of Lucas Condor, and back then to the 11 of Rodney Anderson. Still side by side, McAllister and Berkeley. Down into turn number 1. McAllister driving on the inside, Berkeley having to do twice as many laps. Berkeley on the outside trying to find some drive to get him on the outside. Laps ticking by. 5 laps to go this time by. Craig McAllister, Damien McAllister and Joel Berkeley. Berkeley now drops to the low line. Gets underneath him straight away and moves into 2nd place. Damien McAllister run wide out of turn 2 and Joel Berkeley moves into 2nd now. Berkeley started out of position 8. Berkeley now to try and close the gap on our race leader with 4 to run. Back in 4th place is Brencher. 5th place is that of Donald Irving. Then next is the 11 car of Rodney Anderson. Then Tim Morn, Condor. And at the back of the field is the 47 of Robert Aldridge. 3 to go. Craig McAllister leading Joel Berkeley. Track slickening off and Berkeley looking for a run on the inside. Craig McAllister's going to have to get a hurry on. He was driving conservatively and now he's got a full boot of Joel Berkeley. Into the main straight they come. Damien McAllister right there as well. 2 to go in heat number 1. Out of turn number 2. Joel Berkeley having another look underneath of Craig McAllister and got him. Joel Berkeley hits the front. Craig McAllister, Damien McAllister. Craig McAllister fighting back. White flag on display. And there's an inquiry flag going out on Craig McAllister. Back in 3rd place, Damien McAllister, then back to Brencher. Out of turn 2 the final time. And Joel Berkeley leads this one from Damien McAllister. Craig McAllister goes back to 3rd place. Checkered flag coming out and Joel Berkeley takes the win. 2nd place goes to Damien McAllister, Craig McAllister 3rd. Stephen Brencher is next, then Donald Irving, Rodney Anderson, Tim Morn. Then Lucas Condor, the 47 of Robert Aldridge, and the 8 is last of Ryan Arnell. No time for the race due to the stoppage, 1.077 the winning margin. Quick lap was by Craig McAllister in 18.926. It's Berkeley, Damien McAllister and Craig McAllister, your top 3. Wait for any changes positions. I can't hear the steward what he's saying at the moment, but there was an inquiry flag on the last lap.
So now we move on to our winner of that heat, which is Damien McAllister.
Great start.
Damien, could it get any better than that?
That's just a dream start right there.
Now you knew Joel Berkeley, he was coming on real strong and he just slipped past at the end. And when you actually made a little bit of a move on your brother too.
Yeah, I think he got pushed a bit too hard by Joel and cooked her out of the turn and left himself fall down. But it's good to get it.
Sure you want to thank the guys on the hill?
Oh yeah, thanks to Curdy, Housey, the old boy, and Boof.
Alrighty, thanks. That's Damien McAllister, your winner of heat number 2.
Ralph, Jennings, Calderwood, Quayle, Hammond and Sparrow all about set to go. We're away and racing. David Lord leads them down into turn number 1. Jack Milthorpe on the outside. Hodak's there in 3rd place. Coming through is Johnny Ralph. This is pretty hotly contested. Selena Jennings doing a good job up there in 5th place. On the outside, Matt Hutchison. They're 2 and 3 wide, coming out of 4 the first time. It's Lord in front from Milthorpe. Hodak. Also there is Ralph, Jennings, then Hutchison. Calderwood there in the 3 car. Back then to Dean Sparrow. Further back in the field, we've got 2 other cars, and They are also going nicely. This is very, very close indeed as they move out of 3 and 4, the first for the second time. And heat number 3 of the national title has Lord just in front of Millthorpe. Hodak on the outside of Ralph. Selena Jennings in that group. Back to Calderwood. He goes into the middle of the racetrack. On the outside was Hutchison. Sparrow sneaks up the inside as Hodak now moves to the outside as they come down the main straight. It's Lord just in front from Millthorpe. Hodak out in the public car park. He's gone very wide. Ralph is there. Selena Jennings is there along with Dean Sparrow. Calderwood. Also Hutchison. And also Ryan Quayle and Shane Hammond. Not much separating the entire field. Into the main straight. David Lord driving a mean line down low. Slick racetrack. And they're going to have to pass him on the outside. Millthorpe in second place. Third place is Ralph. Backed into Hodak, Selena Jennings, Dean Sparrow. Sparrow in the 91 car started from position 10. He's made up a few spots. Backed into Calderwood, Hutchison, Hammond and Quayle. Another lap put together. 4 down and 8 to go. Still a very close race out in front. David Lord. Millthorpe has already lost his patience with sitting behind David Lord and it comes on the outside. Ralph there in third place. Hodak fourth and Selena Jennings. Here comes Millthorpe now on the outside. Hodak again has an outside run. Trying to sneak up the inside of Millthorpe is the 49 car of Johnny Ralph. Selena Jennings under pressure now from Dean Sparrow. Out of 4 they come. Into the main straight. Still Millthorpe on the outside. Lord down low. Johnny Ralph, Hodak. 2 rows of 2 for first to fourth. Backed into Selena Jennings in fifth. Dean Sparrow 6. Still side by side are our race leaders. David Lawton on the outside. Jack Millthorpe. Third place is Johnny Ralph. James Hodak, Selena Jennings. Millthorpe is at the front, but he's still on the outside. Down low on the track is David Lord. Ralph right there with the pair of them. Hodak, Jennings, and then back to Dean Sparrow. 4.5 laps left to go here at the Western Speedway. And now Millthorpe may have just cleared him and taken the full lead he has. So Millthorpe in front, Lord in second place, Ralph, Hodak, Selena Jennings and Dean Sparrow. A long gap back then to the rest of them, headed up by Calderwood, Hammond and Quayle. And they head down the back straight. Hodak makes a mistake and Jennings moves to fourth. And Sparrow goes under Hodak as well. Back of the front though, it's still Millthorpe just in front. Johnny Ralph comes up on the outside now of David Lord. Back into Selena Jennings. 2 laps to go. We've missed a lap somewhere on the time clock. White flag should be coming out. White flag to come out this time around. Millthorpe in front. We've got trouble further back. And have we gone yellow? We have. Well, that was a helter-skelter 10 laps. So the 19 of Hutchison has come to a stop on the back straight. Millthorpe, Lord and Ralph 2 wide for the majority of this one, and we have ourselves a restart. Second place. He started out of 1. Johnny Ralph in third. Selena Jennings in fourth. Racing once again. Millthorpe leads them down into turn 1 from Lord, Ralph, Jennings, then Sparrow. Back into James Hodak as they head down the back straight. White flag to come out this time around. There's 1 lap to go in heat number 3. And Jack Millthorpe doing a good job out in front. White flag goes down. Lord, Ralph, Jennings, Dean Sparrow, the UC Tirana in 5th place. Looking for an outside run on Selena Jennings. It didn't work. They'll get desperate in this last lap. Back then to James Hodak. Checkered flag at the ready. And Jack Millthorpe will take the win. Second will be David Lord. Third place, Johnny Ralph. Selena Jennings fourth. Back then to Dean Sparrow. James Hodak in Calderwood is next. Sorry, John Calderwood, Shane Hammond and Ryan Quayle. No time for the race due to the stoppages. 0.895 the winning margin, and the quick lap at 19.406, ironically, by the man on the tow truck in Matt Hutchison. That was heat number 3. One more heat to come very soon.
And the heat 3 winner there for the Budget on the Lake Motel, Jack Millthorpe in the V5. Jack, I think you showed everyone a little bit of a new line there.
Yeah, it was a bit different, but yeah, got it done, so happy with that.
You must have been glad you persevered up the top there.
Yeah, it was good, yeah. Yeah, didn't really have any other way to get around, so had to do something.
Now, I'm sure there's some hard-working guys back there in the pits that you need to thank.
Yeah, all the Mills crew, my old man, Soupy, Sam, Shelby, just everyone. Thank you.
Good luck with the next start. Back to you up in the box, guys.
Plenty of support online. Here we go. Heat 4 of the national title is all go. Good start on the outside by Justin Hawkins. So go down to turn number 1. And the charge of the Light Brigade, they're 3 wide as they come out of there. Rick Massara's in that group along with Ben Barker. The 2 car got spat out. Andrew Cunningham goes back to 4th place. Coming underneath now also is Adam Wilson as they move into the main drag. And Cunningham's going right back through the field. Shona Bench comes up. So too does Kyle Sayer. Jake Blight's made up a few spots. Back then to Richard Cook. So head down the back straight once again. Our race leader has skipped away. Justin Hawkins moves into the main straight. He's clear of Benny Barker. Rick Massara in 3rd place. 4th place is the 34 car in Adam Wilson. Back then to Shona Bent. Kyle Sayer is next, then to Jake Blight. A gap back then to the next car running, which is Richard Cook, Andrew Cunningham. Then Monique Bailey and Peter Leonard rounds out the field. Down the main straight, our race leader is still the 56 of Justin Hawkins. Ben Barker in 2nd place, then back to Rick Massara. Adam Wilson in 4th, then in 5th is car number 9 of Shona Bent. Up into 6th place now is Jake Blight, spins himself out almost. Gets crossed up on the outside, comes Kyle Sayer. So Sayer moves up on the outside now of Jake Blight as they go into 1 and 2. Behind them is the 15 car of Richard Cook. Back to our race leader though. Justin Hawkins doing a good job out in front. He's clear of Ben Barker and then back in 3rd place, car number 12 of Rick Massara. 22, sorry, Rick Massara. Wilson is next. Then Shona Bent. 6th place is the 61 of Jake Blight. Back then to Kyle Sayer, Richard Cook. Further back in the field it's Cunningham, Monique Bailey, and the last car running is Pete Leonard. Back into the main straight they come. Inquiry flag is out on Jake Blight in 61. Not sure what he's done, but he's got the inquiry flag. He's back there in 6th place. He's clear now of the 95 of Kyle Sayer. They're starting to bunch up behind Benny Barker. Our race leader is well clear, Justin Hawkins. Barker, Massara, back then to Wilson. Bent is next. Back then to Jake Blight. Then Kyle Sayer, the 15 car is next of Richard Cook. Andrew Cunningham is a long way back with Monique Bailey on the outside of him and Pete Leonard at the tail. 8 laps down and 4 laps to go. It's still Hawkins, Barker, Cunningham, Wilson, Bent and Blight. 5 cars running Indian file for 2nd through 6th at the moment. Kyle Sayer under pressure from Richard Cook. That's behind that lead group of cars. So move down the main straight yet again. Hawkins out in front. Barker in 2nd place. 3rd place is that of Massara. It's a freight train, a 20-wheel motor car at the moment. Back then to Wilson, Bent and Blight. No one dare get off the curb. Very slick race conditions at the moment. Back then to Richard Cook. Then Kyle Sayer. Up into the top turn once again. It's Hawkins in front. 2 laps to go. White flag to come out this time. They'll start getting desperate behind Barker as they see the white flag drop down onto the track. There it is. Hawkins out in front. Barker, Massara. Back then to Wilson. Blight sneaks up on the inside of Shona Bent. Back then to Richard Cook and Kyle Sayer. Now Wilson getting busy underneath of Massara. Blight goes into the back of Wilson. Checker flag comes out and Justin Hawkins takes the win and a race went the distance. Barker 2nd, Massara. Back then in 4th place it's Wilson. Then Blight, Bent. Then the 15 car next of Richard Cook, Kyle Sayer, Andrew Cunningham, Monique Bailey and Pete Leonard. We can tell you it went 3 minutes, 52.573 for the 12 laps. The winning margin was 2.657. The quick lap was Justin Hawkins in 19.007. He defeats Ben Barker and Rod Massara in heat number 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Heat 4 winner there for Hamilton Furnishing Company is the N56 of Justin Hawkins. Justin, the first one without a yellow flag, that one. You must be happy to get through.
Yeah, no, stoked with that. Get pretty slick, pretty quick out there. It's a bit of hard work, but yeah, we keep on going around. And I'd really like to thank all my sponsors for getting me here and my family. And yeah, no, great, thank you.
You think the black car works extra good on the black track there, mate?
Oh, I think she's running a bit hotter.
Bit hotter. All the best for the rest, mate.
All right, mate, thank you.
Now we cross back up to Barry in the box.